That's what y'all think of us. But you're dead wrong, man. Lord willing, we're the elect. Y'all are dead wrong. And it's going to be to y'all's death.
It says that the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
All right, so that's what he's going to do, man. He's going to come and destroy all you people with fire. And his fury, have you ever seen the flame when it gets out of hand? It's fucking like just whipping. That flame is just whipping. And that little fucking, that little point at the very end of that flame barely touches you. That shit burns the fuck. That shit burns. Imagine that degrees being like 100 times more or 1,000 times more, and it barely touches you and it bursts you. It fucking just made you, it explodes your fucking arm. Your arm just blows up. The rest of your body's still there, but because that little part of that flame tapped you, your arm just explodes, man. This is a serious thing. The Most High is coming back with fury, man. Because you people want to believe in some bullshit, because you don't believe in your ways, because you want to believe in what a fucking man on the earth say. He don't come out of the scriptures, and when he does, he twists and mangles the Bible, man.
Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 10. It says, "Thus said the Lord unto this people, thus have they loved to wander. They have not refrained their feet. Therefore the Lord did not accept them. He would not remember their iniquity and visit their sins."
That's what he's about to do. He's not coming back. He's coming back for, I'm going to say two things real quick. He's coming back for the elect. Secondly, he's coming back to destroy the inhabitants of the earth. And to regain his glory and fame. Because you're going to know that he is the Most High again. He's going to make you know again.
I'm gonna go back to this. We're talking about Isaiah 66, verse. I'll start again at 15. "For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, said the Lord. For I know their works and their thoughts. It shall come that I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory. And I will set a sign among them, that I will send those that escape of them unto the nations, to Tarshish, Pool, and Lud, that draw the bow to Tubal and Javan, to the isles afar off, that have not heard my fame, neither has seen my glory. And they shall declare my glory among the Gentiles."
Right, that's what we're doing right now. But Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to actually manifest himself from the heavens. You're going to see it, man. Okay? And it's going to really occur. It's going to occur on this side, but it's really going to occur on the other side of the world when we're destroying the fucking Khazars out of the land of Israel. Okay? You're going to see his glory. You're going to remember, man. You're going to remember what he did. You're going to be like, man, that's the guy that destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? That's that God that destroyed all these other great nations. You got something?
I'll continue. Verse 23. "And it shall come to pass that from one Sabbath, or that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, said the Lord. And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me."
Right. So a lot of people are going to be destroyed, man. Right? Because Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai gave order on how to conduct yourself on the earth.
"For their worms shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched, and they shall be an abhorring unto all flesh."
Yeah, so, Yahweh Shai is coming back for what he rightfully owns. And he's the one that's worthy of all praise and glory. Okay? He deserves it. He's a creator. He's a provider, man. Look what he's given us. But yet, look what we've done to the earth and everything else, to ourselves.
words, and say unto them, the Lord shall roar from on high, and utter his voice from his holy habitation. He shall mightily roar upon his habitation. He shall give a shout, as they that tread the grapes, against all the inhabitants of the earth. A noise shall come even to the ends of the earth. For the Lord hath a controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh. He will give them that are wicked to the sword, saith the Lord. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coast of the earth.
It's going to be utter chaos. Utter chaos. That's what it's going to be for the near future here on this earth. Okay?
And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth, even unto the other end of the earth.
All right, so there's no escaping the imminent judgment that's coming upon the earth. There's no escaping. And that's what we're here to, we harp on. Like I said, our job is to cast down strongholds and vain imaginations. One of the strongholds is that you people think that America can't be touched, or even yourself can't be touched. And we're here to tell you that you are going to be touched, and America's going to fall. Like its prior ancestor, which is Rome, it fell. Okay? You're going to fall too.
It says, but that the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall.
Their bodies is going to be laying. This is going to be a fucking open grave, man. A huge open grave. And the scriptures already say that it's going to be stinky out here. It's going to be smelling. The animals are going to be eating up. The animals will be eating good. Okay? It's going to be horrible, man. It's horrific.
Yeah, seeing a dead body in the near future, man, it's going to be like a normal day. How bad it gets here. But it says that they shall be dung upon the ground. But that's it on that, yeah.
This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quaketh in the foundation thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled. And the fishes thereof also, therefore the Lord, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss. When they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
And they've already been shot into the ends of the world. I mean, all these chaotic things that are happening. I was telling my brother earlier, man, it was funny. It was funny because I barely just woke up and I was driving to go get something to eat, and there was a woman lying on the street. In the middle of the street, in the medium, she got hit by a car. You saw all the bruises right here, but that's just a small example, a minuscule example of what's about to come. It's that the brother just read. It said that the Lord's gonna threaten. And just for a question, you know, what is the Lord threaten? And it was ever a small thing, like it was a small attack, I guess you want to say. It said that he, it said that in Revelation, it said that he had many, what does it say? That he had many, he had many crowns. Talking about, that represented that he was the one who was dominating all these other nations. That he
conquered.
Yeah, that he was a conqueror, man. And we got into a part before about how you've never seen Yahushua fight, nor do you know how he's gonna, nor can you even keep up to him. What is that one that says that in that day it'll be turned into a new meaning? There's nothing good, man, coming for this time. We're actually living in those days, like me and the brother were talking about it yesterday too. If Esau, man, that's how we know that we're in the last days, and that it's right around the corner. Not saying, Lord will, man, not 50 years, but I'm just saying, like, could be in the next 5 years. But because the current condition this earth is in, what Esau puts out, the foods, the chemtrails, the way the atmosphere is made, we would all die. That's just a plain given. So the Lord has to be coming back in this time. And all the brothers, we all know it. So, but what's coming is an ultimate purifying agent. Most houses
That fire. Yep, that's what I was reading. The arrows be shot from one end from the ends of the world. Okay, and that's what it's representing. Says, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. So every aspect of the world is going to be affected by this, man. Primarily America, because America's that one predestined to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction and be that lake of fire, right? Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. So that's them missiles, man. And Esau don't even know that he's created his ultimate weapon, but to his own destruction. His own invention is going to be turned against him, used upon him. Okay, just like he wanted to throw out deception into the world. Now, even though the higher ups, they know the truth, but in a way, it's like they can't turn away from it. They still got to continue telling these lies, but it's going to come back on them, man. Because at one time, going back to that movie, God is Not Dead, that professor, that little Edomite student told him, was like, how can you believe in something that you claim that's dead, right? And it proved that he did believe in at one time. Esau knew about God at one time, but because he failed Yahweh, now he wants to fight against Yahweh and the Israelites, right? But y'all know, and that lie that y'all putting out there about y'all can be saved too, it's coming back around. You telling you that you can't be saved, and you're hating it, man. You want to spit out lies? You want to spit out lies? Now, we're telling you the truth, but at the same time, you're thinking it's a lie. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, we're telling you truth. You spit out a lie saying you can be saved. Now we're telling you you're not going to be saved. At the same time, you're still having in your mind that we're lying to you. We're not lying to you, because you knew at one time, you knew God. You knew Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. You knew of him. You know what I'm saying? But you weren't that one. You weren't that church. You weren't the elect. So now you got to be destroyed, man. You murdered your brother Abel. You still got to be recompensed for that. You're Cain. You're a vagabond and a fugitive, and you still haven't been caught. But Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he's gonna catch you. He's gonna be the one that's gonna look through all the rubble, and he's gonna find you in that dirty ass mouse hole, and he's gonna get you and exterminate you. Yeah, right. He's gonna come and get you. And they are like demon-like gods. They're powerful gods, man. They don't fuck around. They'll devour you. They'll destroy you. You can't look upon an angel. You can't look. Even when there's certain incidents in the scriptures where they did see an angel and they fell upon their face. They could not stand in the presence, and they even said they look terrible. They're terrible. Yeah, I'm right, man. They're gonna terrorize you because you terrorize the earth. You terrorize the chosen people of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So therefore, you're gonna be terrorized. It tells us that, man. It tells us that this place is going to be destroyed. You destroy this place, so you're going to be destroyed in the place that you're trying to destroy. You know, you're going to meet the king of terrorists. You love blood, so blood's going to pursue you. It's like you want to lie, you're being lied to. You're lying to your own fucking self, but you put out lies to these people, but then you lie to yourself. How can you fucking do that? Why don't you just be like, you know what? Hey, all you white people, you are not going to be saved. You Jews in Israel, you are not the real Jews. Why can't you just turn around and fucking do that? You can't, because you're a fucking devil. You're a demon. You're a liar.
What was that word you went through? There's another word. Damn. You're damn.
Yeah, you're down, man.
I got two scriptures. This is Isaiah 33:1. Woe to thee that spoilest and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
Right, because now you're trying to be about love, peace, harmony, be all the people. But guess what, man? Yahweh hasn't forgotten. And there's certain men out there, whether you believe it or not, whether you want to face it or not, racism is alive and well. And you got people waking up that are speaking truth against you still, that we still want justice. Okay? And there's no escaping that. And it's only right. Y'all want, look all the shit that happened in Germany with Adolf Hitler. Y'all are still judging them old ass people that with oxygen tanks and wheelchairs. You still taking them motherfuckers into court. All them soldiers them Nazi soldiers. Why don't you just leave them alone? You do it, why? Because it's justice, right? Okay, it's the same fucking thing on this side. Same thing, man.
Job 20:19. Because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired.
And you're gonna be afraid. And you are, y'all, Edomites, you higher ups, y'all are afraid. Y'all are getting scared. That's why y'all are trying to, in a hurry, quick, trying to get closer to that implementation of the chip, because you know your time is short, man. So you're speeding things up. That's why all these different advances in cell phones, computers, these different device technology is steadily advancing at a hyper rate, because you know your time is short. There's, like I said, your belly. How did it say it?
And surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly.
Yeah, you're not gonna feel any quietness in your belly, man. And referring to your mind, you're gonna be you're afraid. Cause you're like, man, the people are waking up to the truth. People are finding out about America. All these other nations they're stepping up to us. How can we bring them back down to where they once were? Now they're speaking up. They're speaking harsh words to us. That's not bringing quietness to your mind.
There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
There you go again. He's gonna cast the fury of his wrath upon the inhabitants of the earth. Your great corporation, which you call America, which is known today as Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt.
And shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his goal. Terrors are upon him.
Terrors are going to be upon him. You want to terrorize the earth? You want to terrorize these people on the side? The terror is going to be upon you, man. It's only right. What you sow is what you reap. Okay?
All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heaven shall reveal his iniquity.
And that's what's going on. The heavens is revealing. Okay? You got the earth that's working against you. You got the brothers out here working against you. Us pulling out facts. Okay?
It says, the heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath.
Right, like your infrastructure is all crumbling, man, and your economy is collapsing. Read that part again.
The increase of his house shall depart.
Right, the increase of your house shall depart, because at one time you were the superpower. You were at your primary, was that not primary? The top of your prime, your glory days. But that was short, man. That was what, fucking early 1900s, 1940s, 50s, 60s. Now we're up at this time, man. That's why the